Hey guys, so the video that you're about to watch, I recorded yesterday, and I made it before I found out that the starter's final evolutions were potentially leaked, so then I decided to make that video and put that out yesterday. So, in this video, I'm going to be saying that it's 5 days later, when it's actually 6 days later, obviously, and also, I may or may not call it episode 8, it's episode 9, and also, in this video, I did not know that the final evolutions were leaked, so I talk about the starters as if I know nothing about their final forms. Although, when you get to that, you can remember that, I don't think it really changes that much, in my opinion. My opinion is still, or my order is still going to be Rowlet, Poplio, then Litten. Although, the potential of Poplio being water fighting has actually lowered my, looking forwardness to him a little bit, because I'm kind of sick of the fighting type on starter. And Litten being fire ground has actually raised my opinion of him a little bit, but that's not confirmed. But if you want to see what I have to say about that, check out the video that I uploaded yesterday. But anyway, without further ado, let's jump into this video. What's up, guys? I'm Youngster Skaymore, and I'm back with another Pokemon Sun and Moon news video. By the way, I'm a little sick, so, actually I'm a lot sick, and I have allergies, so if my voice sounds a little weird, I'm sorry. This isn't really, there's not a ton of, brand new news for this video. It's more of just, kind of a discussion, because 5 days ago, as you all should know, we got a lot of new information, and I want to give all my thoughts on everything now, again. I want to give all my thoughts on everything again because my initial reaction video was just 20 minutes after the trailer came out, so a lot of my opinions have changed since then, since I've gotten 5 days to think everything over. And we've also got a little bit of new information that I am going to cover in this video. But before all that, I first want to talk about Corocoro. Corocoro came out 3 days ago, and it didn't really give anything new, so I didn't cover it right away. Because I thought that the Tiki video and the dog Pokemon video were more important, because we didn't get anything new from Corocoro, basically. It just said that, let me see here. It didn't provide any new information for Pokemon Sun and Moon, but it said that next month it'll have an exclusive scoop on Pokemon Sun and Moon, and it says that it will be the main source for this news, because last time, the trailer was the main source for this news, but apparently this time, Corocoro is where we're going to get the news first. Is that true? I don't actually know, but I will cover the next Corocoro when it comes out, of course, like I usually do. So I'm just, sorry for not covering this Corocoro until a few days after, but it didn't have anything new, so I didn't think it was that important to cover. But I just wanted to let you guys know that we did not get anything new in Corocoro, in case you were wondering. So today I'm just going to talk about everything that we know so far, and basically my opinions on it, and there's a couple new things I want to add. So, first of all, let's talk about the starters. The starters are the first thing we found out pretty much about this game, and it's one of the first things to find out about pretty much any Pokemon game, because it's one of the most important things to know about the game. It's the first Pokemon that you're going to get along your journey, and people want time to pick which one they're going to choose. So let's talk about them for a little bit. So when I first made the video about the starters, I didn't realize that Pokemon had actually put these starters on their website, and they gave the Pokedex entries for these starters. So I'm just going to read those off to you really quickly. So Rowlet, he's Grass Flying, which we already know, and he's the Grass Quill Pokemon. So it's kind of interesting because we already had Quilladin last time, but I guess he's the real Grass Quill Pokemon. This is his Pokedex entry. Rowlet can attack without making a sound. It flies silently through the skies, drawing near to its opponent without being noticed, and then lashing out with powerful kicks. It can also attack from a distance using the razor-sharp leaves that form part of its feathers. Its visual abilities are impressive. The darkness of night is no obstacle to Rowlet. It can twist its neck nearly 180 degrees from front to back so it can see directly behind itself. It has a habit of turning its head in battle to face its trainer and receive instructions. The move Leafage attacks an opponent by striking it with leaves. Rowlet knows this move from the moment it becomes your partner. This move Leafage, I actually pointed it out in the trailer that we got, so we know what it looks like, and we know that's just a move that does damage. It's probably just a starter grass move. Probably is about the same as Ember, except for grass types. And yeah, it does know this move from the time it becomes your partner, which shows that it's taking a page from X and Y, and the stars are all going to have moves that correspond to their type when they start off, instead of being like previous games where they just have Scratch and Growl or something like that. Some people have looked into Rowlet's Pokedex entry and thought that it sounds sort of like a ninja, so some people are like, oh, maybe when it evolves, it'll end up turning into Grass Dark or something, but I mean, I think that's highly unlikely. It's already Grass Flying. It doesn't seem like it's going to lose any of those types. So I'm pretty sure that... Oh, sorry, I bumped into something. I'm pretty sure that the type is going to stay the way it is. Next up, we have Litten. Litten is the Fire Cat Pokemon. Its Pokedex entry is logical, but also passionate. Litten always remains cool-headed and doesn't show its emotions on the surface. Litten can attack with flaming hairballs. Its fur is rich in oils and immensely flammable. Litten grooms itself by licking its fur, and then uses the collected fur as fuel for fireball attacks. When the time comes for Litten to shed its old fur, it all burns up in a glorious blaze. The move Ember attacks an opponent by firing a small flame at it. Litten knows this move from the moment it becomes your partner. A lot of people think that Litten is going to be a Fire Dark type just because of its how it looks. It's mostly black with just a little bit of red, so that's why a lot of people think it'll be a Dark type, and I think that's definitely possible, and I think that's probably the most likely case. But also, some people think it's going to be a Poison type because, oh, its fur is rich in oils and immensely flammable, and I don't know, they just think that this, like, oil could be, like, it could end up being, like, poisonous stuff. But I think it's probably going to be Fire Dark, but we really don't know. I mean, you have to remember, like, look back at the other stars. It's really hard to tell a lot of the times the second types from the first stars. Like, look at Chessman. You would never guess that Chessman's a fighting type, or that Fennekin was a psychic type, or that Froakie would be a dark type. So I guess we really don't know. But if I had to say, I would say that if I had to guess, I would say it's going to be Fire Dark, but I really don't know, as neither does anyone else. And then finally we have Poplio. Poplio is the sea lion Pokemon. I think I called it a sea otter last time, which isn't even a thing, so my bad. Poplio's swimming speed is known to exceed 25 miles per hour. It is better at moving in the water than on land. Still, when it's on land, it takes advantage of the elasticity of its balloons to perform acrobatic stunts and jumps. Poplio can snort out balloons made of water. Watch it spin water balloons into a playful battle strategy. Both frivolous and hardworking, Poplio can easily get carried away, unleashing enough power in battle to make quite a spectacle. But Poplio's determined spirit means it can usually be found practicing hard on its balloon skills. The water gun move attacks an opponent by firing a jet of water. Poplio knows this move from the moment it becomes your partner. So, yeah, I don't really know what type Poplio's going to be. A lot of people think it's going to be Fire Fairy, which I definitely could see happening, but, I mean, we really have no idea. I hope that all the starters get dual types. That's what they did last time, and that's also what they did in Gen 4, and I like that, so hopefully they do that again, but I guess we don't really know. Also, for those things I just read, I think some of them were the Pokedex entries, but I think like the second part of each of them was just like a description Pokemon gave on their website, but still, those are descriptions of all the starters. Also, the starters have Overgrow, Blaze, and Torrent, respectively, which is the same abilities that all the starters have had in the past, which powers up their Grass, Fire, and Water type moves, respectively, when they're below 1/3 HP. So yeah, those are all of the descriptions that we have on the starters. After 20 minutes after the trailer came out, when I made that first video, I was kind of indecisive about which starter I liked best. I mean, I hadn't had that much time to think about it, but now I definitely like Rowlet the best. Just looking at the first forms, I think he's really cool. I like his design. I like that he has got that little bow tie, and I also like his typing, even though it's weak to a lot of things. I hope his hidden ability ends up being thick fat, but I think he's definitely has the best design. At least that's what I think right now, and I think I'm most likely going to pick him unless we see the final forms. Then that completely changed my mind. But usually we don't get the final forms until we play the game. So, or if you look at leaks, but I don't think I'm going to look at the leaks. And then my second favorite, so Rowlet's my favorite by far. My second favorite is Poplio. I think he's a cool design, but I don't think he's as cool as Rowlet. But I don't think Poplio's getting a lot of hate that he doesn't deserve. I like him a lot, actually. And then my least favorite is Litten, because I think this design is kind of boring. And also, what the heck, Game Freak? We already have Litleo. Why do we have Litten? First of all, it's a fire cat. We already, like, Litleo's a lion, but the lion's still a type of cat, and this thing could evolve into a cat or a tiger or a lion or anything. So, it's another fire cat that is mostly black and a little bit of red. Litleo and Litten, like, literally, just look at this. And also, what was the other thing? And they also both have Lit as the start of their name. They're literally almost the same Pokemon, except Litleo has a much better design. So, that's why I really don't like Litten. I think that it's just like, I think Game Freak forgot that Litleo exists and then made Litten, which is almost the same, except worse. So that's why I don't really like Litten. I think the general consensus is that Rowlet is better than Litten, who is better than Poplio, but for me it's Rowlet, then Poplio, then Litten. Litten just completely rips off my man Litleo, who I really like, so that's kind of why I don't like Litten very much. So yeah, those are my opinions on all of the starters. Oh, also, I thought of a couple good nicknames for Rowlet, since I'm going to pick him. Since I'm probably going to pick him, my three possible nicknames so far are Rowley, from Diary of a Wimpy Kid. It's just the same thing as Rowlet, except the T is replaced with a Y. Hedwig, who's, the owl from Harry Potter, obviously. And Wow, Lit, because it's almost like Rowlet, but it's Wow Lit, because it's lit. Because 2 out of 3 of these starters are lit for some reason. I don't know why. I really hate that word, actually, but oh well. Next, let's talk about the region. So, the trailer made it pretty clear that this region is going to be based off of Hawaii. And then we got this image right here, which at first glance you'd think it shows the region, but if you look closer, it seems very clear that this is not the whole region. That seems to be also the general consensus of pretty much anyone online. you can only see like 2 Pokemon centers in this whole image, and it's just very clear that this is not the whole region. And I mentioned this last time, but what I failed to mention is, since this region is based off of Hawaii, it seems fairly obvious that there's going to be a lot of islands in this region. Specifically, there are 8 islands in Hawaii, and some people might take that as, some people might be like, oh, there's going to be 1 gym on each island, but while it's certainly a possibility, I don't think that's true because, first of all, I can't see a gym on this region, on this island that we first saw. Maybe there is, I just can't see it, but also, there's probably going to be 1 island specifically for the Elite Four, and I would think there also might be like a post-game island, at least hopefully, because XY didn't really have that much of a post-game. So I think there's going to be like at least 1 or 2 islands with 2 or so gyms on it, so I don't think there's going to be a gym on every single island, but that is certainly a possibility. People have also pointed out that there's a shipyard here, so we're probably not going to have to surf between every single island. Maybe there'll be a few that we can surf between, but I think it's likely that we're going to be able to take a boat between islands, and hopefully Soar comes back as well, and maybe we'll be able to use that to go around the islands, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Soar did come back, if it would have to be with Latios and Latios, or if we could use other Pokemon, but who knows. Also, I forget the name of it, but it's pretty clear that this part of the region that we were shown is based off of this island right here in this picture. I forget what the island's called, but I'll put the name up, so you should probably be able to see it. The reason that, first of all, you can just tell, if you look at a real-life picture of the island, you can tell that it matches up almost perfectly, same with like the crater in the bottom of the region. And also, in the Japanese trailer, it shows that kid moving to this island. So, it's pretty clear, it seems pretty clear that this is the island that you're going to start out on. Maybe the island to the left is going to be the Pokemon League island, because there's only 1 island to the left and a bunch of islands to the right. So, yeah, I'm not really sure, though. I mean, that could all change. And I'm not sure, actually, if the islands are going to be in the same geographic area as they are in Hawaii. I think they are, but, I mean, I guess that's not completely confirmed. When I first talked about this trailer, I noted that there were 2 possible people who could be the professors, and I didn't really know which one it would be. First off, we had this guy. His name is Kukui, as you can see, and he calls you cousin, so I guess it's slightly possible that you're related, but I don't think it's very likely, because I heard that in Hawaii, that's just like something people will say, like, hey, cousin, like, that's just a friendly thing that people will say, so I don't think it's likely that they're related. I think it's just, like, being friendly. And Kukui is actually based off of the Kukui nut, so this is the reason I don't think that he's the professor. I think he's probably going to be an aid to the professor, and he's probably also going to help you out along your journey in other ways, because this other guy, who gives you the starters, this guy is named Hala, and Hala is the name of a tree. There's this thing called the Hala tree in Hawaii, and all of the professors have been named after trees, so I think it's probable that Hala is going to be the professor, and this other guy's Kukui is probably going to be an aid, and he's probably also going to help you out in other ways, because you can also see in the beginning of the trailer, actually I don't know if it's in the beginning of the trailer, but you can see at one point in the trailer, he's like helping you move in, and oh yeah, it's also, I didn't point this out last time, that you're moving into this house, like in Hoenn, so you haven't lived here forever, because you can see there's boxes on the ground that are not unpacked yet, and it's also, some of the Japanese text says like, oh, welcome to the island, and something like that, so it's but I mean, I don't know exactly which text it is, because I don't speak Japanese, but I've been told that, and I'm pretty sure it's true, so it's pretty clear that you're just moving to this island. Also, the guy in the Japanese trailer, he was moving into the island for the first time. So, also the professor, some of these Japanese texts also tells not the professor, Kukui is telling you that you should go out and meet friends. So, that's another thing that shows that. We also get a look at this guy, who I am very confident is the rival. I didn't say that last time because I wasn't really sure, but we got this new screenshot, I think either today or yesterday, and that's the only thing we got today or yesterday, but it shows that it shows the trainer that you play as with a Litten, and it shows this guy with a Rowlet. So it shows that he has the starter that your starter is super effective against. So he's probably going to be one of your rivals, but I think there's going to be another rival who's more of like a competitive rival, probably like Serena and Shauna, because Shauna in X and Y would choose a starter that's weak to yours, and then Serena would choose the one that's strong against yours. So I think it would be weird if there's only one rival who chose the starter weak to yours. There's probably also going to be another rival who's more competitive and chooses the starter that is strong against yours, so in this case he would have chosen Poplio. The last thing I want to talk about is the legendaries. When we first saw them, I thought that I liked, what's his name? I thought that I liked Solgaleo. Oh, yeah, by the way, the names that we have for them so far are Solgaleo and Lunala. these names are probably going to be the Japanese names because they were patented a while back, but I guess these names aren't completely confirmed yet by anything official, so they could be changed, but that's just what I'm going to be referring to them so far, because that's all the names we have for them. So, last time I said that I liked Solgaleo better from a design standpoint, and that was just like 20 minutes after we found out about them, but I think after a lot of consideration, I honestly don't love either of these two legendaries. I like a lot of the other legendaries that we've gotten in the past better, but I think that I like Lunala a little bit better, which is kind of a shame because I already got a flying type legendary last generation, and he was my favorite, but still, because, I don't know, I feel like Solgaleo is a little bit weird. Like, he's got this cool mane, but then, like, his body, like, doesn't, in my opinion, doesn't seem like it matches, like, a lion aesthetic. It looks kind of like Terrakion's body, which I think is a little weird. And also, what the heck? Why is Game Freak ripping off the Pyroar line, the Litleo line? Because we got the starter, looks exactly like Litleo, and then we got this legendary, who is, like, very similar to Pyroar. And I know it's, like, it's not exactly the same, like, his mane is different and stuff, but, like, this legendary is it still has a lot of similarities to Pyroar. I think that's dumb. I don't understand why they have a design that, like, resembles a past Pokemon, especially in a legendary. Like, a legendary is supposed to be unique, so that's kind of why I don't really like Solgaleo that much. That's why I think I'm leaning towards Lunala, which is the Moon legendary. Lunala has a pretty cool design. It's not my favorite in the world, but I like it, and so yeah, I think I'm leaning towards Pokemon Moon as of now, but that could change. Also, once we find out if there are what exclusive Pokemon, if we find that out before the game comes out, that could also change my mind whether I want Sun or Moon, because exclusive Pokemon have helped me make up my mind in the past. And the last thing I don't think I mentioned in my first video is that we also get a look at the signature moves of these legendaries. I think I mentioned it about Lunala in the trailer. In the first trailer, we can see Lunala using what's most likely his signature move, but we didn't see, not Pyroar, we didn't see Solgaleo's signature move, which, because I didn't realize that. We didn't see it in that trailer, but actually, if you look closely into the Japanese trailer, when it shows the store that is selling Pokemon Sun and Moon, you can see in the background here what appears to be Solgaleo using his signature move. Can you see it right here? So that appears to be Solgaleo's signature move. And same thing with Lunala. I guess it's possible that these moves are just new moves that aren't signature, but it's most likely these are going to be the signature moves. It seems pretty clear that Solgaleo's move is a fire-type move, which is further showing that Solgaleo is probably going to be a fire-type. As for Lunala's move, I have no idea what type it's going to be. It's more like a blue, it's like a blue beam. It really could be any type. I'm honestly not sure. That move's probably going to have something to do with the Moon, and the other move's probably going to have something to do with the Sun. And by the way, if Lunala doesn't get Moonblast, that's just ridiculous. But anyway, Solgaleo is probably a fire type. I don't know if it's any other type. I don't think it is. And Lunala, I'm guessing it's got to be a flying type, I think. As for its other type, I really don't know. It could be dark. I could see it being fairy, even. I think it's going to be dark flying. No, but we already had a dark flying last generation. That's the thing. I think it could be fairy flying. It might not even be flying, because there's a lot of legendaries we've had in the past that fly but aren't flying types. But I think it's probably going to be, like, fairy flying, maybe, because we already have a psychic flying and a dark flying legendary, Lugia and Xerneas, so if I had to guess, I'd say fairy flying, but I'm really not sure. Some people are also like, oh, there could be a new type, the cosmic type, so Solgaleo could be cosmic fire, and Lunala could be cosmic flying, so I guess, I mean, that's possible, or like, also they say it could be celestial type. I guess that's possible, but I'm not really sure. Like, I don't really think that's going to happen, but I guess it is one possibility. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's all my opinions on what we've gotten so far. Oh, also, we gotten a couple new things since then that I made videos on, but just in case you didn't see, there was this new dog Pokemon that was shown in the Corocoro trailer, which just gave us one new scene, and this was what we got from that new scene. There was this new dog Pokemon right here. This is some fan art of what that Pokemon could look like, although we don't really know. It also could be like a deer Pokemon, but it's definitely not an existing Pokemon. Some people thought maybe it's Deerling, but I checked. It's not Deerling. It's definitely a new Pokemon, so I'll put that fan art in the description, the person who made it. I don't know this person's name right now, but check the description, it's there. So yeah, I made a separate video about that new Pokemon, so if you want to check that out, it's like 5 minutes long, it's on my channel. Thank you so much for watching. That's pretty much all my opinions. Tell me your opinions on everything that we have so far in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, like, comment, and subscribe. Keep it here for everything Pokemon Sun and Moon, and I will see you guys next time.